Hey guys, Electron Man. Well, we're out here today working on the old Ford Jubilee NAA tractor. First thing I had to do was, I don't know if you can even see here, but the old battery cables. I've replaced the starter cable to the solenoid over, put all new cables on it. You know, she's 60 years old and those cables had just gotten to where they were all green and nasty and I couldn't get her to even crank over. So I got that all fixed, and then I went to start her and it would pop, but it wouldn't run. And I come to the conclusion that I checked to make sure it's getting gas. In fact, you can see here I can turn the gas on, and we're getting gas, no problem there. It's kind of nasty gas, but we're getting gas. But it just wouldn't run. It would just die after about 10-15 seconds. So I'm sure it's either a stuck float bowl or idle jet. So anyway, I pulled the carb off of here and thought I'd kind of take you along on how to replace the carburetor on here. Basically, this just sets in here. There's two little studs that come out of the carburetor, and it just sets those two holes and two bolt holes up top there, and it just slides off there. I went ahead and ordered one. We'll see. I ordered a China one, and I could probably rebuild that one, but I was looking price-wise, and a rebuild kit for that one is about the same as getting a whole new carb for it. So, which is cool. I mean, I don't know how those China carbs are, but it's kind of a simple carburetor. We'll give it a try. We'll see how the China carb works. I mean, if it doesn't work good, I'll keep the original carb and do a rebuild on it. But to make it fast and simple, I'm going to try putting an old Chinese carb on it first. I know it's going to be aluminum, and this thing's all cast. So, I mean, there's definitely a difference. But anyway, let's do a little review on how a Chinese carburetor works on one of these Ford NAAs. I'm waiting for the carburetor to show up, but I just wanted to go ahead and kind of get you started on showing you me on how to get the old one removed, which was really simple. It's just got these two studs. It just sets into the intake there, and boom, it's out. It's got two control cables with little balls on them that just you pull back and it pulls right off. So pretty simple to take it off. It took about 15 minutes to get the carb pulled off. So as soon as the new carb shows up, we'll come back and we'll see how the old Chinese carb works on it. I know one thing, this carb's not working right now, so anything's better than what I got currently. Guys, it's hard to believe, you know, back in the 80s, there's no way I would have been able to get this overnight. I literally ordered this yesterday afternoon, and here it is today, one day later, and I've got a full carb kit in, and much less the price. I paid like $36 delivered to my door, and it's a full kit. It came with three gaskets, which I'm guessing maybe one of the for spacing, or you put all three together. I don't know. I have to look at the old gasket and compare. It comes with a 90 elbow. It's even got a little filter built into it. It's got your studs, got some lock nuts. Even came with the fuel filter, which I have no idea why. The tractor has a sediment bowl and there's nowhere to put this, but it came with it. So anyway, I'll put it to the side. I could probably put that in a lawnmower. Well, let me go ahead and get this 90 screwed in here and get the studs put in, and then we'll get back on the tractor and we'll install it and see how this $36 carburetor compares to the one I got on it now, which isn't working, as I told you earlier. But I just had to stop when I opened this box and kind of show you what you get for 36 bucks. I mean, like I said, there's some things that I don't like that have changed over the years, but there's some things I'm just amazed that I could get this overnight. I can't even imagine trying to get one back in the 70s or 80s. It would have been probably a 2-week episode. I probably had to go to a tractor supply place, and then they probably wouldn't have had it. They probably had to order it, and then it would have probably been $200. And you know, there are some things that are just better these days. Anyway, let me get back to work. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I got my carburetor in. Amazing, in one day. And I was just comparing the two, and it looks like we got an exact replacement. There's the old one, there's the new one. I've already put the studs in it, get it prepped for it. But the throttle lever and the choke lever in the right spots. The inlets are the same size, the outlets. I mean, it is definitely a replica. Not quite as heavy. That one's definitely heavier. I think this is cast aluminum, that's cast iron. But hey, for $36, well, let's get her installed here. Basically, all we got to do to install it is we're gonna, let's see if I can get this camera, and I'll go ahead and let you watch me install it here. We'll try it this way. We need to hook the choke rod up to the ball. Like so. throttle up. I guess I am hooked up there, yeah. That's almost too easy. Then we just slide the carburetor back up like that. I just used one gasket because that's what the old one had, was just one gasket. Then all we need to do is put our two nuts on here, which that's the only awkward thing to this. One started here. Come on, baby. Sorry. Oh, you just get a wrench on here and tighten her up. Click, click, click. One installed carburetor. Just like that, guys. Carburetors are installed. Boy, they made things a lot easier. Look at that. Air tube fits right on it like it should. Just need to turn this to where it is facing the correct direction. Now what we gotta do is get the fuel line threaded back in here. Hopefully that's not a pain. Sometimes that's kind of... Let's see. Wow. That's usually not that easy. I'm surprised. There we go. Fuel line all hooked back up. One installed carburetor. Wonder how she'll run just out of the box. Let's turn the fuel on. See if we got any leaks. So far, so good. Say we give her a crank, make sure she's out of gear. Just a smidge of the throttle. Let's see what we got. That's pretty impressive. Looks like all I need to do is adjust the throttle, and we've got a winner here. Let me go get a flat blade and we'll adjust the throttle. Okay, on setting these throttles, typically what I do is I'll just turn in a couple turns, get it to go towards a fast idle, and then I'll back her down to where I want her to idle. Let's see what that does. A little slow. amazing how these old tractors run. That's a good carb. Mind you, this thing wasn't running at all yesterday. It wasn't running at all. I mean, it was just start and die. And now, she's running like a sewing machine. Man, that's amazing. Well, the $36 carb is a win, I have to say. Of course, old Jubilee, that's basically a cold start. She's been setting since last year, and she's ready to rock and roll. I got some brush piling and some road to level, so gonna put her back to work. I need to check the fluids, make sure everything looks good, but she should be fine. Maybe a little bit low on antifreeze, but we'll check her. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this little video. I thought I'd come back, and I've done some videos on the Jubilee before. She's my go-to tractor, and she needed a little maintenance this year, but hey, I'll put a link down there for this carburetor. I'm not affiliated with them anyway, but I mean, that's really pretty amazing. I got it within 24 hours, and I haven't even adjusted the mixture. I'm not gonna. It sounds like it's good. Why would I mess with the mixture when it sounds good? Anyway, guys, have a great day. This is Electron Man. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and as always, have a great day.